Hello drivers, it's Driver 2 20th anniversary, but it's the community who gets the present. Once more it comes from Soapy, the creator of the Driver Syndicate, who worked on this project for months to deliver a perfectly working PC version of Driver 2 that anyone can enjoy right now. Actually, Driver 2 was the only game of the Driver series which didn't get a PC port, so thanks to the amazing work of Soapy, that's the missing version of Driver 2 we have all been waiting for, the one prophesied by Martin Oliver, producer at Ubisoft Reflection in the last Q&A. The PC port made by a keen fan is finally here. Let me try to explain how Soapy managed to produce this beautiful work of craft. I'm not a programmer myself, so my explanation might lack some precision, but I think you will get the main idea. The key words of this project are reverse engineering. The idea is to decompile and look how things are done in the PlayStation 1 build, then recompile it in a language a PC can understand. For that, you have to know, rewrite and link between them all the information needed, such as variables, types and functions names. So basically, you need to remake the source code of the game from scratch. It goes well beyond emulation, which only replicates the PlayStation 1 engine inside a PC environment using copyrighted console cores to play PlayStation 1 games. Here we are talking about a proper PC port with the improvements you can expect from a PC version of a Driver game, like for Driver 1, Driver 3, Driver Paradise or Driver San Francisco. Unlike an emulated version, this project is not strictly speaking illegal because Soapy is not providing you the copyrighted files of the PlayStation 1 game, but only a way to be able to read them on your PC. So if you download Rediscover 2, which is only a few megabytes by the way, you only get an empty box that doesn't let you launch Driver 2 as it is. But if you take your PlayStation 1 CD and extract the files on your PC in the right directory, then Rediscover 2 will be able to read them and launch it on your PC as a proper PC version. Soapy was helped in this task by the Italian version of Driver 2, which has leftover symbols that are debugging information and very useful assets for this reverse engineering task. I don't know if you are familiar with the Rosetta stone story, but it's the same idea. The stone was found at the beginning of the 19th century and had the same legal text written in ancient Greek, Egyptian and hieroglyph. That's indeed how we were able to translate hieroglyphs thanks to the other languages featured on the Rosetta stone that were more common and known. It still took 20 years to translate the stone as it's not an easy work at all. The same goes for Soapy, who still had to put a lot of work, skills and knowledge in this project that goes well beyond imagination, but he did it and it opens now a lot of opportunity as you can expect from a PC version. Now the game runs full screen with improved loading times, without frame rate issues and without the timer bugs of the emulated version, which prevent the game to be run at high FPS for certain missions. It's a 100% replica of the PlayStation 1 game since it's relying on its files, so you can play every missions, every game modes, and you don't have to swap disc to get to Las Vegas and Rio. If you want the cutscenes video to play, however, you will need to do a few extra steps that are explained in the description because it requires the files to be converted first. It runs well on any modern PC, but for now, if you have an Nvidia card, you will see graphics glitches when you go in-game. But don't worry, you just need to press 7 on your keyboard to get rid of them. Soapy is looking at this as we speak, but he had to get an Nvidia card himself first to be able to run tests on this hardware. You can also plug a controller to your PC and it can be used to play the game. It's the ultimate version of Driver 2, the perfect gift for the 20th anniversary. In addition, if you download the release dev version, you get some debug options in the pause menu which offers cool cheats like invisibility, immunity, swapping time of day with no reload, playing without the head user display, playing as Jericho in Vegas or with very tiny cars. Another cool feature to mention is the chase replays that have been re-recorded in this version. Even if you know the path of the few vehicles you have to chase throughout the game's missions, now it's made by some of the fellow members of the driver community. Soapy provided us a tool to play the bad guy we are supposed to chase, with every input recorded and saved to a chase file. It gives variety to the well-known missions with paths that could be very different from the base game, while still manageable to do after a few tests and tweaks on our side. It was also very funny to play that side of the missions making, as it's the exact same way the chases were recorded by the developers 20 years ago. I don't know if Soapy will make this tool available, but it's a real challenge to make a chase not too hard but not too easy as well. In this case, my chase is clearly too easy as I'm not going fast enough because I was afraid to make the mission unbeatable. In the end, the infinite mass still helped my replay to be challenging if you try too quickly to stop Jericho. As I said, Red River 2 aimed to give the exact same experience of Driver 2 but on PC, and it did it with real success. Now Soapy, the programmer who never sleeps, is working on Open Driver 2, which aims to extend the scope of Driver 2 to allow custom content to be added in the game. So in the same manner of the Driver Syndicate, we can expect at some time to get new missions, new vehicles or even new cities. Right now, Red River 2 is a real breath of fresh air because it removes all the limitations of the PlayStation 1 hardware and it allows appreciating this amazing experience in such an easy and convenient way. The link to download Red River 2 is in the description and I strongly recommend to play it as soon as you can. Of course, you can post your feedback and love for Soapy in the comment sections. It's always appreciated. I would like to thank my current Red Rivers, DriverDimension.com, French Contact, Neurosins, Tenko9 YouTube, Emmett McLaughlin and Paul Lanois for their amazing support. You can also join the channel by clicking on the join button below the video. And of course, see you soon, drivers.